I've made a decision. That does not go correctly with that drop spigot. Problem is, I would have to cap off an extra hole. Wah. So, I did what I think is a good idea. Here we go. Urgh. That goes there. Now, poot. That goes there. Yeah, that'll work better. It has the input, a valve, and a twisty thing that will send stuff up the hole. So everything is the same. Even the spacing is spot on the same. It's a standard. How cool is that? Picked it up at Home Depot the other day, and yeah, that's going to make everything match. Only thing I don't know is getting that little bit out. Might work easy, might be hard. Don't know yet. Gonna have to cut that one and resplice. I can do that. But that way, I've got something that automatically will fit into that hole, and everything gonna be pretty. Okay. The most important thing to have when you're doing home repairs is money. Here's the inside of the tub side. Not looking at the wall, which nobody ever sees. And here's how easy it is. See how easy that was? Well, it wasn't so easy because first had to break that off on the other side. Wah. There's the hole. I think I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning on the wall before I do everything else. But that's the spigot removed. And the little cover bits. There's actually a bit of a gap in there. Nice that it didn't leak. That one's nice. And that one's okay. So, what do we do on the other side? It's the other side, and what do? Once you get it broke loose, yeah, baby. Come on, everybody off. Someone put plumber's tape on that. Someone done good. All right, and for the second one, Not yet. Got plenty of free room to work on this guy. So a little bit of water in the up piping itself, that's not a problem. Okay, so what do we get? One more thing. Here's a hint. Mark the hot water in some way and the cold water. Blue, cold. Okay? Well, that's messy. Always more things to do than you expect. Now the floor needed to be cleaned anyway. Is it gonna work easy? Never. Never. Okay, everything is released. Why are you not working? There's no reason why it shouldn't slide right out. So, we use force. Okay, force. Mwahaha. I've been working on the plumbing 15 minutes today. I've been working on the plumbing because I want to take a shower today. Now, I don't care about that fixture. All I want is this stupid thing out. I'm not going to sell it on eBay. I don't care if it's in one piece. There. Ha ha ha. All right. Now on the other side. Mwah ha ha ha. Piece of cake. Portion of pastry. Nice. Let's see what happens when we try to put the other one in its place. Now we find out if those droids sold us bogus parts. Oh, look. Oh, right in the hole, Elmo. Oh, dear. No, not right in the hole. It's a little too big for the hole. Wah. Okay, just a little bit. But the sad thing is, that little bit is tile on the other side. Here, let's go to the other side with the fixture. All right, this is the other side. This is not putting it in the correct way. This is just to show you that, I'm gonna need to do some adjusting. And I know exactly what to do because every plumber's hit this before. Wah. My boys have heard this song before. You can never do just one thing, ever, ever, ever. All right, my goal here is to use a Dremel to enlarge those holes. And I have a carbide bit on there. That little bit of sharpness is good for tile work. Yay! Okay. However, the cord behind it is about 6 inches short for reaching to there. So I had to get an extension cord. And when I found my extension cord and unwound it and plugged it in, I found out that the part that plugs into the wall needed to be replaced. So replace the part that plugs into the wall, and then you can start your chore. You can never do one thing. So, what we've got here, and this is the wrong way in, I know, but this is just for sizing, and yeah, I need a bit more on that side, a bit more on that side, and that one a little bit as well. So, with that as a sizing guide, and with the goal of we want that to go there, and we need that to get fixed so we get a shower tonight, I am going to enlarge the hole. Let's see. It's fun, trust me. This is actually the fun part of the chore. Okay. This is going to take a while, so tell you what, I'm just going to have fun with the same old grind, and I'll be back in a flash. But trust me, it's going to take 20 minutes. Alrighty? Well, I told you. Right spot on about 15 minutes. And fits in. Don't want to dig out too much, but you need just enough to fit things through. Yes, I know, I'm on the wrong side. Let's look at the other side. Okay, there's the other side. And each one of those, you can see, has enough threading coming through that we can balance the load. Yay! Okay, so let's turn it around. I don't have to use the Dremel anymore. I can put that away. From the bedroom side, poking this through the wall, into the bathroom side. How cool is that? All right, there's a couple connections that need to be made. A chunk of caulking in here. Wah. I'll have to get that out of the way. But everything is going in the right direction. Yay! Let's see if we can clean things up on the other side first. All right, here is the tub side and first pass. That's not bad. It comes right up. Well, let me give that a moment's worth of elbow grease. After a moment's worth of elbow grease, man, that looks almost professional. That's what that's going to look like. Now, I want you to understand that this is only on there and held in place by a little bit of CPVC piping. That's not terribly steady as far as I'm concerned, but that is what it is. On the other side of the wall, we have way too much sticking out. That's okay. We can cut that off. Way easier to cut it off than it is to add it on. This one, I had this connector and this connector and a bit of CPVC pipe, and that will go on just right. Might be that I need to cut another piece for this. It should be a little bit longer, because if I push, well, maybe that is just right. I'm not going to redo the shower head. That isn't leaking, so I'm going to leave it alone. I did, however, not find anything for the second side, and so I had to go to the hardware store and pick up this guy and an elbow. So what I'm going to do is glue a couple of things in place and see how it looks. And that's what it looks like. You know, I could have put the dirty part of that fitting on the back. Oh well, that's where it landed. So, that dirty part used to be a sticker for price or whatever, and when it got peeled off, all the dirt stuck there. Doesn't matter. It's on the outside of the pipe. It will not land on a person. So, that's the top side. That's the bottom side. I need a length of CPVC. Something I have done at this joint, and again at this joint, I put plumber's tape, pipe thread tape, good old Teflon tape. I don't know that it's Nessa, but it always makes things leak less. Did the same thing there, even though it's a different fixture and it has a gasket. Oh well, 2 cents worth of Teflon tape is not going to break the budget, whereas if you have to rip open the wall because of a leak after 6 months, wah. Alright, so got a pipe, got too much pipe, but that's okay. I can trim that. But what I need is a bit of CPVC coming down and an elbow. There's way too much goop on that. But that section of pipe points the elbow in the right direction. Okay, that's all it has to do. That is its job. And in fact, I have the piece coming through the wall, but with way too much CPVC pipe on it. So, what's the next trick? What we do is we measure, so 2.5 inches. I need to circumcise the pipe by 2.5 inches. Right, I added that little bit there, which goes all the way through the wall. To the spigot. Now, we can still adjust that length if we have to. But more importantly, these are silly, but it's the way they do stuff. That's going to be how the spigot is held onto the wall. Well, the faucet holds onto the wall. All right, that little black plastic connector is on all of those. But if you can see through, yeah, there's light coming through from the other side. So that is not secure. However, we'll steal that from the other side. Because that crack, water will just flow into that. So what this is hanging on to, if it would thread, bugs. Yes, I forgot. Wham. Let's do that one first since it's still off. Supposedly that's going to help. I don't see it, but hey. Why is it not centered? Alright, whatever. It's supposed to be centered, and it's not, because it's a stupid little piece of plastic. Always. Okay, that's a gasket, which is supposed to prevent all the water from flowing. Or at least from scratching up the... Wow, that's threading on a lot farther than I thought it would. And you get a gasket. Ooh, I get a fish card. That is a call out to my son. We had one of those learning programs when he was a kid. And if you got everything right, you got a fish card, which became synonymous with, oh boy, meaningless prize. Man, that was 20 years ago, and I still use the stupid phrase. There are keywords into a person's brain which don't have to make sense, but everyone else in the family knows them. Okay, what do we get? Why did that one loosen? Weirdly, I expected that to back out a long... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's no bueno. Finger tight. And I can trim that. It's just going to be annoying. Wah. But right? Is there a right way and a wrong way in there? No, it looks universal. So there's for the half turn. You get a fish card. There's for... Well, it moves smooth. Nice. That would be off. That would be fully on. Okay. So let's turn it off for the moment. Next one. It would make sense that it is open. Well, it's kind of in the middle, actually. That feels like it closed. That feels like it closed. It's soft at either end. I can't tell whether that's open or closed. You know what? We'll find out. There's a set screw for each of these. I'm not putting it in yet. And that gap has to be resolved. That is silly. There's a set screw and then a cap that fits on the top of it. And if you look inside, there's a very, very tiny hole. So what you want to do is have that so the hole points down, okay? Because if the hole points down, the silly thing will drain rather than collecting moisture. How cool is that? Pout, pout, pouty, pout, pout. It's supposed to be on there like that. I tightened it on, and it went pop. Oh well. No shower for me tonight. Guess I get to go back to the hardware store and get that little connector bit. Oh well. We will see what happens tomorrow. But for today, I'm a dirty bird. And that yeah, pout. Oh well. Get that out of the way. I either tightened it too much or I tightened it too much. Who can tell? I think I'm gonna go get a glass of mead. That is the proper thing to do at a time like this.